All right, y'all, it is Saturday, and I am starting work on a piece that I did sketch out. I think I need to take this off the turntable for right now. Starting work on a piece that I did sketch out, and I'm now going to start manifesting. Now that I've taken off the turntable, let me drop this down a little lower so that you don't lose visibility. It's going to go back up on the turntable eventually. I'm stretching out this log. And I'm trying to determine what the base, how high the base part is going to sit. So, just sort of pressing it out and pulling the clay forward. All right, I don't think that I have any more clay, so I am going to have to open up a new batch. So I'm going to stop the recording for right now so that I can go ahead and do that. This was 18 minutes, and I'm coming right back. I'm not taking a break. I have to open up the new bag of clay, and I have to wedge it, and I don't like doing that on camera because it takes so much out of me. So as soon as I wedge that, I will be back. This is the most important part of the shaping that has occurred thus far, though. Making sure that this looks attractive and fluid from all angles. All right, so that's the base, and I'll be back. All right, so I just sliced off this much clay to finish up this piece. I'm sure I don't need that much clay, but I never know how much I need. So I just guesstimate and do the best I can. I'm out of shape, so lifting this 25-pound bag was not fun, and I had to flatten it on the floor, flip it over a couple of times to make sure that I could put it up on the table and then cut it. All right, so that part's done. We're happy, we're happy. So I'm thinking if it's best to make one coil to put around. So, taking this clay, you know what, I probably should wedge it just because it's fresh out of the bag, and it won't take much to do that, so I'll turn this around a little bit. Fresh out of the bag clay is the absolute best, because it's so soft, and it makes wedging so much easier. I could probably use this one coil for both, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it in half from here, or as close to half as my eyeballs can judge. Put that off to the side for later. Pull this up for now. And let's make a determination. Do I put it on top here or right here? I think right about here. Yeah. All right, so I'm getting my, forgot, goofy. I'm forgetful today. Thank goodness Ty came home. I had run water to take a bath. Came out here, started sculpting, forgot that I was running the water. Luckily, the water pressure is not high, so a lot doesn't come out of the faucet at one time, but it was at the very top of the tub. If he had been working later, because all I was doing was planning on having sort of a marathon sculpt session, I would have gone in the room at some point and had a whole mess. I don't recall doing things like that, so I'm going to attribute it to age. So I think that you have to readjust when you realize you're becoming forgetful due to old age and things like that. You've got to be cognizant of that, and you can't be too prideful to be cognizant of that. That's the biggest mistake. Nobody wants to admit that they feel old or that they're aging. Compared to the alternative, oh, I'm happy to have it happen, baby. Please believe me, I'm good. But you do have to recognize the adjustments that you're going to have to make. So right now, I'm telling myself that basically until you're ready to get in the tub, don't run your water, don't run your water. Run your water and then stay in that bathroom and brush your teeth and, you know, I don't know, do other stuff that's going to prepare you. Go make sure that the bed is made up and nice and ready and that your shea butter or your oils are set out so that once you get out of the tub, you can go in there and start attending to your skin. But my thing is now, be present, stay in the bathroom, because if you walk off and you decide that, ooh, let me do a little quick something with clay, or once I get proficient on the pottery wheel, or let me knock a bowl out real quick, I'm gonna mess around and mess up my cousin's condo because I'm not trying to be aware of the changes that are happening with my body, with my mind, with everything. Be aware, it's okay. And I'd rather be embarrassed, if I was embarrassed, which I'm not, by having to admit that these are the things I have to do than to have something tragic happen, you know, especially if you see something like that happen in the kitchen where you start forgetting that you got things on the stove and all types of things like that. You have to be aware of it and be thankful that the changes are coming. And even though your mind is being altered slightly, you still have your right one. That is a blessing, man. All right, so there we go. So I have scored and slipped this piece, and now I am going to affix it. And I've got to sort of use my whole hand to do this. Smash and mush. Now I have to put this here for right now, just to give it something to rest against so it's not all in my way. I'm gonna go in with this tool. Hold right here with my fingers gently, trying not to move that, but trying to make sure to apply pressure here where I'm joining these pieces. And I'm just taking and blending this down into I'm just fortifying this area with a little more clay, very soft clay that has some slip infused in it. And once again, you just follow the line of your designs. All right. I'm going to temporarily prop this up here just so it'll stay put and won't interfere with the area that I fortified right in here, which I've got to fortify some more. As you can see, as I turn it around, I'm just going to pull that up and into. I'm pulling some of this down just to strengthen that area right there. All right, so that's pulled up. You know what? I like that arm being big right there. Looks like my arm. Like I make potato salad and collard greens and mac and cheese and cornbread every day of the week. I think I'm keeping that. Now again, that's one of those things where you just look and you notice something that was not what you intended at all, but you realize like, yo, that works for me. And for me, like it's representative of us big girls and how our arms can be sometimes nice and fluffy on the underside. And in this sculpture, I think it's particularly cute. So I don't know. I'm just deciding I'm going to keep it. That was a surprise. Who knew? Who saw that coming? Not me. So we're gonna keep it. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about that is totally doing it for me. So we're gonna keep that effect on both of the arms. Now I've just got to go up on the top here and just press in a little and join this clay. And I'm probably going to work on a Gale goddess after I get this to a halfway point. All right, let's figure out how to do this one now. So, sorry guys, I'm thinking as I'm building about the best way to approach what I'm getting ready to do and not making unnecessary work for myself, because the shoulders of this part of this figure aren't really visible. So I don't know. I think maybe I need to make this coming up and around and this one coming under. Up and around and under. So yeah, I'll still be using the same technique, which is to go ahead and score this deeply on the top too. Put slip on it and put that arm curve right around there. So let's go ahead. Since this part has a seam, we'll just score in the middle of that. Take the brush, add a good amount of slip, top, in the grooves. Sometimes I twirl the brush to just totally get the slip off of it. Then once I have those two arms set, then I'll be able to really work and see where I need to go. And, you know, I'll create the little heads. Not really going to have necks, so don't have to worry too much about that. Or I might build up a neck. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, so, yeah. All right, so now it's time for me to attach this in the same way. I'm going to use my whole hand, press in, All right. So all this is going to be slipped and scored because this is just going to be nestled down right into this pocket. So I want to make sure that it can latch on to everywhere that it's touching. Put this down for a second. See, I'm lathering it on because I need that to be very secure. So when that slip dries and is connected to the other clay, there's nothing for it to do but become a solid union because there's so much slip there. That slip is going to dry out and become just like this. And having a piece connected onto it, I'm going to slip and score around the outside of what is basically a skull shape and then work it into place. Trying to decide the best way to pull the excess off of this arm. Tilt these over just a little for balance. There. All right, so let's go ahead in with this. No, I don't know that. Can't decide. Okay, I am going to stop right here, let her stay out in the atmosphere, and get a little closer to leather hard so that I can start sculpting and finessing. Let me move this out of the way. Lower this down a little bit so you can see her a little better. And do it on a quick spin so that you see what she's looking like right now. Or what they are looking like right now, because it's two figures. All right, we're clocking out at 1 hour and 6 minutes, and I'm sure that my battery's about to die, and my phone needs to be charged, and I also probably need to delete some stuff, because if I try to come in here and do another sculpting session, I'm not going to have enough storage. So anyway, here's the spin. All right, and we're done for right now. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.